Go.
Hey guys and gals, meet George the Shade Tree Fixin' Man and Andrew,
The tablet man.
the phone man, the
Oh, food giant man, all them
super
things.
man. We just came back from the dump and look what we picked up at the dump. I know it's kind of rusty and crusty looking, but hold on to your hats.
Here we
We're
go.
going to try and get this puppy started. Not today. Look at the grunge. Well, hi, guys and gals. Me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. We're back on this Mantis that we picked up at the dump a couple of weeks ago. And I have now got my carburetor in. And we're going to reinstall the new carburetor. But before we do that, we've got to replace these fuel lines. And they come with the new carburetor. And you have to pull this piece here out, and on the end of it is a fuel filter, which will not come through that little hole, so you have to feed it up through the top like that. See that? All right. And because we're going to be replacing the fuel lines, and you notice that this one here is just, well, it broke off. It was just a vent going in there. Well, I don't know how well you can see, but we've got it relatively clean in there now. And we cleaned the outside a little bit too. So now we're ready to start putting things back together. And while I had it outside, I started cleaning down in here. And you might not be able to tell, but there was a lot of junk in there, and there's still some, and I think it's jammed into the shaft. It turns a whole lot better now than it did. It wasn't hardly turning at all, and I wonder if that might have been part of the problem. So I pulled the pins out that come out of there, and I'm going to try and pull these tines off. And I'll tell you what, them puppies is sharp. Look at my thumb. I poked myself twice in the process. We get you set back up. Let's see about putting the new set in. Here's the new carburetor in its package, complete with new air filter, which we'll be glad to have. This must be the carburetor itself in there. And it has the new fuel line already fed into it through the plug. So we can put all of that back in there. And it also comes with a new spark plug, a new gasket, and it came with 2 spare primer bulbs. All that for a little over $7. So you can't hardly go wrong in doing this conversion. So this is a vent that stays on the outside. It just hangs loose. Here's your fuel filter. I don't know if maybe this one will go inside. Yep, this one will actually go through the hole here. You get the, yep. So all of these pieces just slide down in the hole. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a touch of silicone spray on it to make it easier to fit that thing in there without having to fight it. Just like that, just a little bit. And that should make it easier for me to fit this into the hole. And boy, oh boy, it looks a whole lot bigger than the hole is. Where's the original one? Yeah, that's bigger around than the original one for sure. Might have to cut that hole open a little bit bigger, make it fit, because this ain't gonna go in there. Ain't no way, Jose. All right, well that's why we have step drills, That's why we have step drills. Get that plastic out of there. Don't want to leave it inside. Although it's too big to plug up the filter for sure. It's still going to have to go a little bit bigger. Okay. A little bigger. One step more. We're going to sneak up on it. Oh, I might have gone too far. When it started cutting, I had one dull spot on my step drill. Let's hope we got it just right. Now let's try this again. Let's hope it's not too loose. Oh, this is going to be just right. Boy, that worked out good. There we go. Yes, Bob. Okay. So we got our fuel lines in place. We're going to unpack our carburetor. Let me back you up a little bit so we get a little bit more room to work. Here's our new carburetor. Nicely wrapped and packaged. It already has the primer bulb on it. New gasket, which we have right here. Now I want to make sure that I clean this off good. This is the side that the carburetor is, this is going to mount to the carburetor, and the screws go through from this side. So I'll have one of these gaskets on this side and one up against the mount. But I want to clean that off before we go ahead and mount that carburetor. So now we got it cleaned up. We're going to put it together, and I want you to make sure that you don't mess up and not install this little spacer washer. Let me show it to you. See that right there? That goes on the inside there. And our screws go through just like that. And they stick out the back side like that. Our carburetor is going to go on there. Now we're going to put there's a little divot right here that this gasket has to line up with. Just like that. And you'll be able to tell there's a dirty spot down here where this hole was before. And You see, I've got to remember how this is orientated. Yeah. So this is going to go on here just like this after we put the gasket on. Nope, not just like that, because that's hitting my throttle linkage. There's one this way. Is that right? That's not right. Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm putting this on backwards. This is going to go like this. Okay. Goes like this. See that? That's why it's good not to have to wait too long in between times. We have another gasket. Goes on the inside. And see, there's a hole down here, and there's a hole, corresponding hole in my gasket, which goes on there like that. And now, this is going to go on here, and in the process, we need to hook our throttle cable into that slot. Feed those screws in there. Then we'll take our screwdriver and tighten it up. Now you can see the lines going down inside there. You see I have the black one on the top, and I have the other yellow one down underneath. And I also have this vent. I'm going to stick that vent around the back side. I'll pull it out just a little bit more so it won't be interfering with our choke. And there's our choke, which is working fine. Okay, third camera, third try. My junk camera just was not doing the job. Now, I have my Sony Handycam. You can see right in there how our throttle linkage hooks in. Come over here. Now you can see how the hoses go. There's one down here in the bottom and one at the top. The top is the one that has the filter on it down inside there. And so now the next thing we got to do, I think I'm going to change the spark plug, because not only did we get a carburetor, but it came with a new spark plug too. So let me change the spark plug, and then we'll put some gas in this thing, and we'll see if we can get her to fire off. Okay, so let's change the spark plug. Yeah. We already know that it will run because we got it to bark once on starting fluid. But we're going to give it every chance we can. And it's not too bad. But we're going to give it every chance we can to have a good start. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put a brand new spark plug in there. There we go. There we go. Suppose we could clean that up a little bit, hey? Did you ever see a super ratchet before? Look at that. Super ratchet. That's vintage, I don't know. John J.R. Williams Company. Okay. Now we're going to put some gasoline in it. This is 50-50 mix with one of these stupid safety nozzles on it. I dislike. It does not seem to be leaking around the grommet, and that's a good thing. Sorry for the AC running. Let me put my cap on it and make sure it's clean. Ooh, no, it's not. The gasket's kind of dried out in there. So, write a little oil on it, penetrating well. And that certainly won't hurt the gasoline any. Alright then. Now I'm going to zoom you in so you can see the primer bulb. Let's see what happens. Yep, there's the gas coming in. Pretty much filled right up. There it is. Alright, I think I'm going to put this down on the floor. Maybe I'll take you outside and try to start it. How's that seem? Okay, let's try starting it. You can see I already did start it. And my camera shut off on me. But let's try it again while it's right here. Now I'm going to take it up front. I have a little garden I'm planting up front, or going to plant. And we'll take it up and see if it'll do the job that we want it to do. Hold on to your hats. Okay, this is my garden, and it's just been all overgrown with weeds, and I actually dumped some dirt in there, and I had put leaves in there before to compost. And see I got a pile of grass down the end here. It's got to come out of there. And I'm going to take all the soil that we had been using up on the porch for our garden, pot container garden, whatever you call it. And it's going to get mixed in here, and the rest of this stuff over here is going to all come out. Essentially, this is going to end up having mostly hosta in it and a few flowers and stuff like that. Well, let's see what the old Mantis will do. Turn the ignition switch on. Give it a pull. Soak in. That was a rock right off the bat. Well, obviously there's quite a bit of rock down under there. This originally had cement all around this pole before we had the pad poured. So there might be some chunks of cement still in there. But she does the job, and she runs well. And that was our freebie from the dump. So yeah, will it run? Yeah, it runs. And all for the investment of about $8 and whatever it costs for the gas. So thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. thumbs up, sharing, all them good things. This is from me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. And I gotta tell you, we do live on shady acres here. This is my front yard. My driveway is a big loop. It used to be the original road before they straightened it out. You can see it through the trees over there. Yeah, we got lots and lots of trees. Shady acres. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Some of you all know that we raise Bantam chickens, and this here is a regular sized chicken egg, like what you buy at the store. It's a large one. This is a regular sized Bantam egg. And then the other day we had a total surprise and got this little dinky tiny thing. Let me stick my thumb next to it for size comparison. We don't know which hen laid that, but we're thinking we have a very young hen that's just now coming into puberty, and perhaps this was her first effort. Very interesting. In all our years of raising chickens, we never saw one that small. How about y'all? Tell me your story. Bye now.